She said she would pay them if they released her. They consented and cut the ropes that bound her. She was at probably the lowest point imaginable in her life. Then she heard the orphan children. They had hidden in the sacristy. We survived so that you could raise us, Mom, they told her. So she did. But she didn't stop with them. Maggie, as she is known, has gone on to raise tens of thousands of orphans from whatever remains of their childhood through to their adulthood. More than 75% of the staff of the organization she founded are orphans she has raised. What do you do with your brokenness? People around the world have responded to Lapsley's healing message. Olga not only gave Chotsia the mother he never had while growing up in an orphanage, she helped save his life. About 90% of the prisoners in Pretoria are black. They know who the right-wing killers are, but they also said, if Olga accepts you, we have to accept you too. Maggie has received the Nobel Prize for Children. More than the international recognition, she has helped the nation write a new page. A new page based on love, new pages that we write for humanity, she said. In his concluding remarks at the Engaging the Other conference, Father Michael said that the experience of being a victim can lead in two directions. In his case, as with Maggie and Olga, it led to being a survivor and eventually a victor. But it can also lead to becoming a victimizer. He also said that he believes in a day of judgment. But he added that he does not think that God will ask you whether you have ended racism in your country. But God might ask whether through your brokenness you have lived in a way that has made the world more gentle, more kind, and more just. The answer for all of us, he hoped, was yes. We know what Maggie, Olga, and Father Michael are doing. What about you? So, I just wanted to end the kind of dialogue for the moment with that, just because I know you guys are looking at American history. I know you're thinking about going in a lot of different directions, but I hope that you stay open to those stories that are out there, that you let them touch you, and that you think about what does that mean in light of what I've been told actually happened. And those voices, as we talked about earlier, they're here all over the place, they're in your families, and I think for me, what's been very exciting about writing and traveling, but particularly writing, is that it allows you to really think about, hey, how do I feel about this? What do I know and not know? What do I want most to do? So, just want to thank you. It's really nice to meet you. Please feel free to continue the conversation, and we'll turn it back down. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. And we'll pick up on a lot of different strands that you said. One of which is, Jeff, could you make sure you send to me the link to the New Yorker piece?
Sure.
So I can give it to the students. We'll take a break and come back at 11:15. Jeff can hang on and talk to some people individually. And when we come back, we'll be regrouping into the four analysis groups on the textbook excerpts that you have, and we'll talk about that between now and when we finish, okay? So back at 11:15, take a break. Feel free to chat with Jeff, and we'll continue.
Yep, thank you.